The Good Buddies Anime Podcast is hosted by two rowdy, foul-mouthed American cowboys. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, Good Buddies, what's up? Welcome into the Good Buddies Anime Show. I am your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And if you're hearing this, you're watching the YouTube version of the show.
Indeed you are.
You are. We're breaking it apart into pieces to kind of close out the year. It's holiday season, stretched kind of thin, but we really appreciate you guys for hanging out with us for 2021. And it's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just shitty's last year, but, you know, maybe 2022 will be better, baby.
Let's hope so. There's always hope for tomorrow, and isn't that what this holiday season is all about? You know what else is about is a bunch of people shopping and pissing us off. So it's going to be rough, which is why these episodes are going to drop whenever they do, not on their normal days. They will get out when they get out. But thank you so much for sticking with us and dealing with our bullshit as we deal with everyone else's.
Enjoy the list.
Love ya. My number 5 outro is a little something called Nai Nai by Rio Na. That is the ending theme for Shadow's House. Shadow's House, I said before when we talked briefly about a couple of these shows in one of our rambles, I think, if you, like me, kind of bummed out about Promised Neverland Season 2, please watch Shadow's House.
Yeah.
It feels a lot like Season 1 of Promised Neverland, maybe not quite the same level of some things at some points, but I really enjoy it. It's a little, it's weird to say, but it's a little more fantastical than a show about literal demons harvesting children. But because you're actually seeing these shadow creatures the whole time, it's a little more fantastical feeling. But yeah, really rad show. And this intro, it's a rad song. It's got killer visuals. It cuts from shots of the characters going about their lives with their counterparts to these brief flashes of a puzzle being solved or a glass breaking on the ground to really cement home like how mysterious and dangerous all of it is. And all of that is encapsulated by this little toy house where you see the characters through the windows because that's how little control they have over their own lives. Even the ones that are supposedly the leaders, supposedly the citizens of the house and not the servants, have no real control here, and you will see that during the show. It's an absolutely great outro, excuse me. Really great outro for this show. Really just kicks ass, and a really good show too, man. Shadow's House is very good. That is my number 5. What do you got for number 5?
My number 5
outro
is Life is Cider by Anemoneria. Anemoneria. Wonder Egg Priority.
Very good.
I think it's supposed to be like anemone, but with Erie on the end.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah. Anemoneria.
I can't fucking say. Anemoneria.
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 There we go.
Anemoneria.
Wonder Egg Priority.
It's a wonder.
Mostly what all you said whenever you talked about the intro for the show.
Yeah.
This is a great outro. You know that I love still frames, and I actually have another one with more still frames in it later on.
Very good.
But the outro doesn't have to sell you as much as the intro.
Mm-mm.
But the things that I like about outros is it's the exclamation point to your show.
Very good.
And this show, it shows you deal with some real trauma in Wonder Egg Priority. But on the outro, you get to get a brief respite of seeing these girls have, you know, a happier time.
Yeah.
Seeing them have, you know, like candid photos and stuff where they're hanging out or they're solo, they're smiling, they're exploring new areas. Meanwhile, the song kicks in with its little piano bit, and it's just a very calm and sweet song to a show that is anything but.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it just buttons up the show so well until, you know, the show ultimately shits the bed.
I'm with you.
But yeah, it's a great song. It's a great outro. All the original pieces of like the photographs that they've drawn out, they're all really nice. They all, you know, if this were a show that I loved more, I would love to have the art from each individual photo or something, or just like recreations of the photos or something like that. It would be really cool. I really loved the show at first. I really loved the intro, and I especially loved that outro. I thought that if I had to pick between the two, I liked the outro a little more because I thought it was a little I don't want to call the intro snoozy, but I need a good word for it. It's very, maybe not even melancholy. It's
That's pretty melancholy.
Maybe,
it's a little
maybe word,
placid, maybe.
Yeah,
it's calm.
Yeah,
and not in a way that
this one has
really
a little more
rides
life to it.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a little more fun. And the fun doesn't necessarily make it a better song. You know? Blink-182 songs are fun, but nobody is going to compare them to a musical masterpiece that somebody would compare to like something Queen did or something
what the
like
fuck
that.
did you say to me earlier when I was taking off my coat?
Take off your pants and jacket.
You son of a bitch.
You know I like that Blink-182. But yeah, the outro to Wonder Egg Priority, pretty good song. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and that it doesn't deserve anything more than my number 5. That's what Wonder Egg Priority is getting on these lists.
Fair enough.
It's my number 5.
What it deserves.
Yeah, the good thing that it'll be getting this time around.
Fair enough.
Life is Cider by Ananamiria, Wonder Egg Priority.
All right.
What's your number 5, dude?
That was my number 5.
Oh,
my
sorry.
number 4.
What's your number 4?
Aha! You messed up again.
Oh, switcheroo.
La switcheroo. My number 4 is called Infinity by Yuri. That is the closing theme from Skate the Infinity.
Skinfinity, baby.
Good old Skinfinity. Man, that show was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed that show. And the outro is a super chill jam. Fun scenes with each of the main crew skating and hitting tricks and then bailing in a number of ways. The big guy goes for a big like kickflip down the stairs, and then he like absolutely just nuts himself. There's another one where dude is like going for some trick and like the board just goes right in between his freaking crotch.
It's a bloopers reel.
All kind of little bloopers like that, but it's all these like still images. So like you're seeing them going up, seeing them mid trick, and then wham, and it's got like a fun little name for each different bail that they end up hitting. It's also fun in that it actually evolves toward the end of the show. It adds a scene or two, which is pretty great. I love when an intro or outro has some fun little evolutions, and the song is just so fucking chill. It's like that perfect little summertime roll down your windows and have just a nice drive kind of tune, man. It's really, really good. It's a little poppy. I know everybody's not into the pop stuff, but it's so chill, man. It's just a real good time. That's Infinity by Yuri, Yuuri from Skate the Infinity. So good. What is your number 4, please?
My number 4 is Yakusoku by Friends, and that is the outro to Horimiya.
Very good.
I think I do like the intro more than this outro, but this outro is very good. I love it. It does a little 3D CG, almost like they look like little like wood dolls or something.
It kind of
like
it looks like a slightly more wooden version of Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
like a little stiffer. It's very cute.
Yeah, kind of like that. It starts with Hori in bed, and then it ends with her in bed. Essentially, it's her and him flowing through a day, and it ends where it began.
Yeah, she wakes up, she gets ready for school, she meets him on the way. It's very cute.
Yeah, and this song always also manages a really cool like kind of garage sound to it. But what I like about it is how calm it is, but when the guitars and stuff kick in, it carries so much weight. The tone is so good. This is another song that I've listened to a whole lot this year, also on my playlist at work and my anime playlist. The show was very cute. It was very thoughtful, and this outro was unskippable. It was just, even if I might have liked the intro a little more, this song probably is just as good. And the style of the animation, the way that the movement it does, it's just good. I just really liked it.
Super chill. Love it.
I don't have much to say about it other than that, but it's just really good, and I love that show. So
it's a really good show.
Yep. The outro to Horimiya is my number 4.
All right.
What's your number 3, dude?
My number 3, and I feel like the top 3. So with the intros, I knew we were gonna have a lot of variation. We didn't have a single matching song. None of our songs are on each other's list. I feel like for the outros, we probably will have one or two.
And I think one, but we'll see.
Probably one for sure, but we will see. My number 3, and this is one that I'm kind of side-eyeing Roger. I don't know. My number 3 is El Canto de Colibri by Mabunua. That's the closing theme from Megalobox Nomad.
It's such a beautiful song.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And it is an honorable mention.
There it is. I adore this song. Perfect track to close that show with. It is heartfelt, sorrowful.
I could probably kick One Direct Priority off of my list for this song.
All right. Don't go changing history now. But yeah, man, it's just the voice, the guitar. It's all you need, baby. The lyrics recite the story of the nomad and the hummingbird from the show. It's all just everything about this show. The music and the little stories along in it are dripping with flavor and meaning. It is absolutely perfect for this program, and it is so pretty. Almost nothing. There's nothing going on visually.
Yeah,
and it doesn't
nothing
need
at
it.
all.
Doesn't need it. It's one of those where like you said, like the intro should have like a good pop, a good hook to get you into it.
Yeah.
The outro can just be credits.
Yep.
As long as the song's good and it makes sense. And this is like the most good makes sense song for any credits, I think.
Yeah.
It works very well.
It's very good.
Beautiful track.
What
do you got for number 3?
Number 3 for me, I have Missing Promise by Konami Suzuki. That's from When They Cry. It's the second outro for the last season of When They Cry.
Very good.
It's another one that has a bunch of beautiful like I don't know, it's like watercolor pencil-esque sketches and stuff of 2 of the characters. I can't really talk much about it because it might spoil things for people who haven't seen it yet. But it's more images like that, more so of 2 characters, the 2 that are kind of dueling together to correct reality and get Rika back to her proper timeline. The song is amazing. The song is... When They Cry has such good fucking music all the way through, even the old stuff. And then this, being the final song for the... what I assume is the final, chapter in all of When They Cry. It's perfect. They nailed it. And those images, all of them, like for the new season going on Gal forward, when they did all those still images, I would love to have prints of every single one of them. They are amazing. They tie into the show one way or another. And you, by the end of it, you understand what all of them mean. It's really good. I can't say enough good things about When They Cry. If you haven't checked it out, you want some time and you like horror stuff, you really should. You really should. And that outro is just amazing.
Good stuff. All right,
dude. Number 2s.
Here we go. Top
Big
2s
number
for each of us.
2.
Taking a big old 2 right here. My number 2 outro for the year 2021. I'm gonna say maybe a bit of a curveball. It's called Kibo no Uta by Kalma. That is the closing theme for Muta King, the Dancing Hero. This is a show that is very goofy, a lot of fun, but very goofy, and I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea, but that outro is so good. First of all, super chill, got a little acoustic guitar going. The thing that really gets me with it is the visuals. It takes these very nostalgic visuals from like the whole thing is like dripping with this 80s nostalgia. It's damn near vaporwave at points. And this outro like is full of those visuals. It starts with like a roller skate, and the wheels of that roller skate become the spokes on a cassette, and that cassette falls into a boombox, and the speakers on that boombox zoom out and are the headphones for each of our 2 protagonists, our main characters, and they're on the cover of a comic book. And that comic book flips open, and we're seeing these beautifully drawn, colorful images and pages with little stories for each of the other colorful cast of characters in this show. It's absolutely beautiful to look at. All of that's accompanied by this acoustic number that pushes it along just right. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's this nice little kind of track. Super chill, very good. It just feels good. Definitely check it out. Even if you don't watch Beauty King the Dancing Hero, I get it. It's pretty weird. But that outro is like really, really good. Really chill. And I love it. That's my number 2. What do you got for your number 2, big boy?
My number 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
I had to take a photo.
All right, here we fucking go.
Because I couldn't write this down.
Okay.
It's Kiwami in quotation marks. In quotation marks. It's Kiwami and then Myoto Kaido.
Jesus Christ.
By Uchikubi Gokumon Do Kukai. Uchikubi Gokumon Do Kokai. You want to try it?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
This is the outro to Way of the House Husband. It is literally just the fucking dumb cat walking as this random
Myoto Kaido. Jesus. Uchikubi
Yeah.
Gokumon Do Kukai. That sounds right to me.
Yep.
We're so bad at this. Listen, this is why this is why we take the time to at the beginning of the show say that we are two foul-mouthed American cowboys.
Yeah.
'Cause we can't say
Gokumon
it.
Dokukai is one word, so
Yes.
that's what kind of makes it even harder to say.
Yeah, you got split it up into syllables. Go on.
But yeah, it's that dumbass cat just walking in a flaming it's like a flaming sunset back there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's very red, and it's just that cat walking as this ranting ass song that's saying who knows fucking what is going on. It is hilarious, and the song kind of fucking rules. And for such a show that is hilarious and kind of fucking rules, and it's very loud, it is the perfect outro for it. I never wanted to skip it. The song is goofy as hell. The outro, it just fits so perfectly with this stupid ass show.
It's pretty fun.
The outro might have the most motion in the entire show.
You might be right.
You
might be right.
It's so good, dude.
Oh boy.
It's so good. That song rules so hard. I couldn't not have a song from the show not on one of the lists.
It's a good time.
The intro is very good too, but this one is slightly less manic than the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, it's good.
It's a lot of fun.
You got to check these songs out if you haven't.
They're a lot.
Yeah. If you haven't checked out Way of the House Husband, obviously you should check that one out too.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fucking good. That is my number 2. Brandon, do you want to give me your number 1?
I do want to give him number 1. My number 1 is Shonen Shoujo by Gingnang Boys.
Okay, let me cut in right here because my number 1 is Shonen Shoujo by Gingnang Boys.
It's really good. That's outro for Sunny Boy. Sunny Boy's a good show. This song's really good.
This song is fucking amazing.
The song's beautiful, man.
It reminded me of The Pillows so much.
Mm-hmm.
And often the outro, it just cuts out to, at least in the first episode, it cuts out, there's nothing going on in the background. It's just black.
Nothing.
And then they do add stuff later on. But man, this song is good. I mean, are we on board? I know that I am. This was my favorite song of the year.
I think probably, yeah. This is probably my number 1 song.
This song is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
It really hits, all those things that really made you like The Pillows. I'm not trying to compare it to The Pillows to say these guys sound just like them or anything. They do not.
It has that feel.
It just
that kind
has
of like,
that feel.
where you listen to it and you can just see these motherfuckers on stage just giving it.
The song rules. It's a release.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hear it and you feel it, and the whole song is asking you not to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
In which it is the outro, maybe the intro too. It's the only song in the show. It's the only fucking song they needed.
Yeah, it really works. It starts out with that like driving guitar and the dude just kind of talking and then going into the song. The lyrics, the English translations anyway, are very evocative.
Yeah.
I love the
song's got a lot of fire to it.
There's one line that says something like, am I allowed to be here?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's like, damn, like if, I don't know, man. If you listen to this and read along with it and you don't feel something, I don't know.
There are no shortage of things, including in this song, in Sonny Boy, that are not, ripe for interpretation.
It's really, just really good.
Everything they did in the show was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And this song, this is, last year's Lost in Paradise. Like this song, Lost in Paradise ended up being lost on Spotify. They took it off.
Bummer.
I hope this one never goes off. This song is.
I hope we get that acoustic version.
Yeah. The last episode we get an acoustic version of the song.
It's so
where the
that
dude,
dude
is just a live take.
Oh my god,
It's just one track.
He's just going.
Yeah, and he's just hammering on his guitar, singing, belting the song out, and it is chef's kiss.
It feels
It
really
is
good.
fucking perfect, and the way they kick the outro in every single time, it is just the perfect moment. It's good, man. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's the greatest song of the entire anime year.
yeah.
You can fight me about it if you want to. I know you won't, but somebody out there might.
Somebody out there might, and that's okay. We're all entitled to our opinions, no matter how wrong they are, and that's okay. But yes, that is both of our number one outro for
Shonen
the year.
Shouju by Gingnang Boys.
Yes, when boy meets girl. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yep.
It's really, really good.
Don't say goodbye.
Don't say goodbye. It's very, very, very good. You got any honorable mentions for the outros? I think everything on your list I would call an honorable mention.
Yeah, I mean, I think the outro for Megalobox, obviously.
Oh, it's so good.
The outro for Mirako-chan.
I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I have been kind of up and down on that show, but the intro is decent. The outro is a lot of fun.
You
It's
know?
just a lot of fun.
I'll go ahead and say the outro for Vampire Dies in No Time.
Yeah, it's also good.
I love seeing all those Johns, and then there's a
There's just
reptilian in there.
straight up
somewhere.
reptilian for no reason. He's like, hey, I'm here too.
And by the end of it, whenever his little map flies away, I feel so bad for him, but he's so close. God damn, that armadillo is perfect.
He's a good boy.
Who designed that?
He's a good boy.
Who fucking did that? Because they are a genius.
They nailed it. They
Yeah.
fucking nailed it. The way he always looks sleepy, but he's always trying his best. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh man,
Mr. Medillo.
almost spoiled something.
So
from
yeah,
the new
there we.
episode you haven't seen.
Yeah, please don't.
Whoops.
So there you go. We ended with Sonny Boy, but also John.
Yes.
The two best things of 2021.
They're both very good. And that about does it for this episode. We will be back. It's going to be a little different outro on the YouTube, but whatever. We'll be back next time to talk about more stuff. If you're listening to the podcast, obviously we're going to go right into it. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Check the descriptions wherever you're listening to this or watching this for our links and everything. And we will see y'all next time when we cover some more best of the years, including our favorite shows,
Very
each of our
excited
top
for it,
fives.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Which I'll be honest, I'm still working on that list. It's I'm not 100% yet. I'm still struggling on some of them. And we'll also have our funsy
It's really hard to
categories.
slot in my top two.
Yeah.
I'm fighting over it.
I'm in there. But yes, we will see y'all next time, and thanks so much for listening. Love ya.
Love you.
And we're in the ramble. All right.
Okay. Probably won't talk much about the list in case I do have the chance to put this on YouTube. I don't want it to have a spoiler before.
Yeah. No.
something ends.
We're
Yeah.
not going to talk about any of the stuff we're. I mean, we can do a little what have you been watching and see. You know, talk
just
about some
not
stuff
the
there.
list that we
not
just
the
did.
list
Yeah.
itself, but speaking of Roger, I do have a question that burns within my very
Boy,
soul.
do I have an answer for you.
I bet you do, and I bet I can guess. Roger, what have you been watching?
I've been watching The Vampire Dies in No Time.
Yeah, you have.
Oh my god, dude,
And you're not even caught up, you poor bastard.
They showed off the Nendoroid.
Yeah, you
There's
sent me
a-
the picture of it.
There's a little fucking John in there.
I do want it.
I do want to. I will pay way too much for it.
I know you will, you monster.
There's no stopping me. I have to have it.
Oh my god, you got
But I've been watching the show. The show is fucking hilarious. My wife loves it. I would love to.
My wife loves it.
My wife. They just dropped the English dub trailer, so if you're all about them dubs, you're about to get your chance. You're about to. I hope they don't change John's voice.
I hope they don't either, but if they do, I hope they do it justice.
Yeah. This is so perfect. But the show continues to be fucking hilarious.
It's really
If we
cute.
haven't
It's
said
really
it enough,
funny.
you need to be watching this show.
Yep.
You just
It's
need
really
to be.
funny. It's just really funny.
It's gonna make you feel good. Unless you just want to feel bad all the time, maybe you
And
don't
I get
watch
that.
it,
I
but
get
yeah.
that. Listen, I just recently put a bunch of fucking Joy Division on one of my playlists. Sometimes you gotta bring it down a notch. But also, it's a really funny show.
Yeah. All the skits are really well done.
Yeah.
they never, they never. I know you were worried early on that it was gonna dunk on you, dupe you a little bit.
There are bits that definitely are side-eyeable.
They teeter the line.
Yeah.
But most, they usually recover, and the show is so stupid and fun.
Sometimes it's a little trash, but it's always like mostly funny.
Yeah.
It's like 90% funny, and then you get like maybe 10% sometimes trash.
And sometimes that trash is funny.
Sometimes that trash is funny. Sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, how do you think we get by for so long?
No kidding. We are the trash boys. Speaking of which, you got to check out Komi-san Can't Communicate. There's a great bit in there.
I gotta watch. I gotta catch up on that. I watched an episode of Miracle-chan. That show is really good.
Yeah, it's. I'm still watching it.
It's weird. I mean, you're way ahead, so you probably you've seen way more than I have. Yeah. I've enjoyed it. I don't have much to say about it until I catch up. Yeah, 3.
Okay. Yeah, it was about episode 3 that it really started to click for me, because I think that's the one, or is it episode 2 where they have she has the cat?
That's 2.
Episode 2. Yeah. So episodes like 3 and 4, you get a few more moments like that. That really, really work for me.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the show. I can't wait to have some more time. My time is stretched super thin.
Yeah.
Not to mention our schedules between my wife and I have been intermingling more, which is not a bad thing.
It's good to hang out.
Yeah, it's good to hang out and spend time together, but it often ends in, agreed upon shows, stuff like that. Or we're sitting down to eat, and, while I prefer to watch a dub when I eat, I will watch subs, but it's a lot of pausing, rewinding, and I'm not about to do that to her.
Yeah, no, totally.
So, it's just been slow going. It's also Christmas. The holidays are here.
Oh, boy.
So I've been buying gifts for
everybody.
For everybody. And then I've also been buying gifts for my mom to give to everybody. It's kind of my thing for the year. She trusts me to take some of her money and make sure the grandbabies all get gifts. We have 2 more kids we're buying for this year too.
Totally.
Plus my brother, this is my second niece's second Christmas.
Aww.
So we got another baby we'll be buying for.
The baby.
Getting everything cleaned. We got Sunday. We have Kat's Christmas over here at our house.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we'll have her family then. And then next Saturday, I have my family over here for their Christmas.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot.
It's so much, dude. I didn't even get any episodes out this week. I've been, struggling so hard to manage gifts, get shit ready, and then have a brief second to sit down and just let my brain be for a second.
That's my boy, Roger Moore. No relation.
Yep.
Always working. No vacation.
I am at fucking work a lot too. But yeah, hopefully 2022 New Year's resolution, watch more anime.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah. It's funny. Before I ask what you're watching, I remember 2020 exiting into 2021. We were talking. We're like everybody's ready and saying that 2021 is going to be so much better than 2020.
I mean, it's not necessarily gonna be.
Yeah, and we're like bullshit. There's just. I thought there was no way that it was going to be any better, and sure as fuck it was not.
Well,
I might even argue that 2020 was more hectic. 2021 was more hectic than 2020, even though the pandemic was really raging and a lot more people kind of died in that year. But
Jeebus.
But this year has been fucking hell.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Now, do I sense a little bit of normalcy, whatever a new normal is coming in 2022? I actually do.
Maybe.
I actually do. It does feel like things are calming down a little bit.
You know, Roger, as rough as the year was, we fucking made it, baby.
We fucking made it, and next year, 2022, baby, I'm watching me some anime.
Hell yeah. You know my basic ass, my tradition is on the first, I always put on that fucking Mountain Goats track. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me. Fucking did it, man.
All right, dude. Want to tell me what you've been watching?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. So I've been watching. So since we're doing the best ofs these 2 weeks, I really wanted to try and slam through some stuff, catch up on some stuff. Thankfully, my girlfriend Haley is either down to watch stuff along with me. Usually, most of the time she does end up just falling asleep next to me, and then she'll ask me, "How was the show?" And I'll just start rambling for a long time about it.
And by the time you look down, she's asleep again.
Yeah, that or I'm choking on my food because I was talking too fast, which is what happened this yesterday. So, but yes, let's see. Still keeping up on Ranking of Kings. God damn it, that's a good show. That's a good fucking show. I will have episode 10 on me by the time we actually talk about our top 5s of the year. And I gotta tell you, I feel like it might make the list. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's real goddamn good. I still feel wary about that because, like what I told you is if this was Wonder Egg, I probably would call it number 1 and then I'd be real sad when the last few episodes dropped. But, yeah. Big old.
I only have one. So.
There you go. But
I wonder if anybody guessed what it is.
I wonder. But yes, I've been keeping up on Ranking Kings. That show is very, very good. Little Boji. When me and Haley have been watching that one together. I did end up watching this last one without her because she was asleep. But I'll end up watching it again because it was a really good episode. The whole show is just amazing. It really, really fucking the first couple episodes set everything up and you're getting a feel for the characters and whatnot. And then there's particularly a bit in episode 1 where it's just here's this character, here's that character, just jumping through these characters very quickly and you will not be able to read the names fast enough. Don't worry about it. It don't really matter that much because you will see each of them come back and have their own moments. But yeah, the whole thing ends up being very Game of Thronesy. And I'm not just saying that because there's a little asshole boy king who everyone hates. No, I'm also saying that because the amount of magic bullshit, the betrayal, the people you thought were friends or enemies and you thought were enemies or friends.
The incest?
That, almost. I'm going to say almost. And if you would like me to explain that, I can.
Sure.
So without, there's really no way to do this without spoiling a thing. So I'm just gonna spoil it. Yeah. Skip ahead 30 seconds if you don't want a spoiler starting right for Ranking of Kings. 30 seconds. Just hit forward on your podcast app or YouTube right now. So basically, this kid, the Prince Boy's stepbrother, who his stepmother had, her actual son, becomes king. And then the old king ends up possessing his body. So her husband is now in her son's body.
So almost got some weird son.
They don't do anything.
Husband, son, Oedipus Rex.
Almost, but no. But it is oh. But then it ends up just being her give me back my fucking boy. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah, it's
a really fucking good show.
It's the old king. He's that's my wife.
My wife. My wife is the queen. Anyway, yes, it's a really, really great show. I fucking love Ranking of Kings. The art style is amazing. There's these moments where the art style really kicks in, and it's not just one or two every 5 episodes the Sakugan kicks in. It's at least once or twice an episode usually. It's just very, very pretty, very visually appealing, really great sound design. There's a goddamn character who shows up who's a dude with a really pretty face, and he wears those I'm gonna say William Shakespeare pants that are real puffy. You know what I'm talking? It's if you had shorts that were just a balloon.
Yeah.
And me and Haley, every time he shows up, he's oh, there's the guy with the fupa. But
oh no.
Dude's hilarious. He's oh, I won't do this job.
He sounds like a character from Zelda.
He's yes, a little bit. He's I won't do this job unless I'm properly paid. And Homeboy's I got some treasure. And you literally watch this dude from the ground, you're looking up at him, and he full on 90 degrees down like that, and goes over to this fucking treasure. It's so fucking goofy. And then you watch him almost die when he eats some poison. The show's great. Great show. Watch Ranking of Kings. What else have I been watching? Maruko-chan staying up on that one. It is up to episode 10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly I still do think they go a little too hard on the
fan service.
The fan service. And it's just the thing that bothers me about the fan service in this one is that oh, it's a beach episode. Okay, we're at the beach. Haha. It's like, okay, it makes sense that I'm looking at titties. We're at the beach. I get it. You're zooming in on them a lot, but okay. The thing that gets me about the fan service on this one is it's a lot of it like when they're changing clothes or when they're just in the bathroom or when they're, laying down for bed. And it's the kind of fan service that's like, well, if you're looking at this, you're peeping. Like she's not trying to show
you're
it.
just watching it in your head, you're like, I'm a peeper.
I don't like it. It makes me feel weird. It's like, I shouldn't
You
be
ever tell
seeing
Haley,
this.
like, hey, you're a peeper?
No, it's just, that's what it feels like. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, dude.
Like, it's one thing if you, like, got a sexy lady with
it
a
doesn't
big
feel
sword.
earned.
Yeah, and her, like, armor is a bikini. It's like, all right, she's showing off for that one. The character means to do
high
that.
school DxD, this is not.
Yeah, so, I don't know. It bums me out. But the show itself has its moments. I really do enjoy the show, like, legitimately. It's got particularly the bits where, like, she interacts with quote-unquote good spirits, I guess. Like the bit at the end of episode 2 where cats, like you see the guy with his cat's ghosts or whatever. That shit's really cute. It's really well done. It's very heartfelt at times. There's another moment that I don't think you've gotten to. Have you seen the one where there's a big monster at the breakfast table? Mm-mm. That might be episode 4. But that one has a really, really fucking beautiful ending to that little scene that I really enjoyed. It really does have its moments, but it's a little heavy on the weird peeping sort of fan service.
It's weird. It is like a weird divide in the show. Like,
yeah.
Like how did you come by this concept? Because it definitely feels, like it's certainly planned, and it is in the manga too.
I told you before, if I was being very generous, I would say they're playing into that a term I've heard in many animes, and that's how I learned this term. The the suspension bridge effect, where like it's a thing where your brain confuses pleasure with terror, where like you're scared and you got a boner. Like I could make the
Fear
argument
boner.
Exactly. If I was to be very generous, I would say it's playing as that, but I don't think it is. I think they just like seeing titties and asses.
So you
That's
have
fine.
not got a fear boner yet.
I've not gotten a fear boner from this one. Some of the ghosts are pretty fun though. Like I said, I think my favorite so far was the one where she was trying on clothes, like trying on a dress, and there's like a ghost just in there, just this weird noodle neck thing standing behind her with the big eyes going, "That looks great on you." And I'm like, that's how sweet.
Yeah.
How very nice of you, foul spirit. Thank you. But yeah, that show's fine. Maruko-chan's fine. The other one that I, despite everything, I am still watching is My Senpai is Annoying, which this last episode, man, it really fucking hammered home that they just draw her as a kid thing, because it was the beach episode. So like the dudes are there like in their swim trunks, oh, this guy's big and muscly. The girls are there, her friend from high school and her friend from work, and they both got the big fat titties, and then here she comes literally wearing like a child's bathing suit, and I'm just like,
you got the one piece with the numbers on
no,
it.
it's not a one piece. It's a two piece, but it's got the little like tutu frillies on it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no one in the world could watch this and tell me that's an adult woman.
I'm a peeper.
Again, it's a beach episode. It's not as bad.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's true.
it's just, I don't know, man. It's like one of those where like I'm watching this big muscly dude who is hanging out with the girl who the grown woman who looks like a child and obviously is into him. And he's like teaching her how to swim. And I'm like, that's your daughter. That's your fucking daughter. That's a child. Technically, she's 37 years old. Then why did you draw her like that? Anyway, the show is cute. It is cute. It has its moments. I do enjoy the show. I just wish they didn't draw her like that. Anyway, I've talked enough about that one, so I think I'm done talking about it for a while. I will let you know how it ends. Assuming I get that far. I'm probably going to get that far. I do like the show. Otherwise, the other two I already talked a little bit about. I slammed the fuck through the Heike story. My God, that's a beautiful show. It's really fucking pretty. The only thing about it is, and it's not even really a disservice, it's just one of those that like the story itself, Heike Monogatari is like such a famous work that like literally motherfuckers in Japan they study this in grade school. Like it's a thing you read and you learn about. So like the show assumes you already know a little bit about it. And as you're watching it, it can be very easy to, like, there's two dudes who are bald and show up, and then a third bald guy shows up for a little bit, and I'm like, wait, was that guy the Emperor, or was that the other guy? And, like, I would know if I knew the story better. And there's other, like, it'll make references to things that happen, and it's like, if I knew, I would know. But watching it, I still think, finishing the show, I still think it's absolutely beautiful. The absolute best parts are, there's these moments where it's literally like this character with the long white hair playing the fucking biwa and like reciting the words from the actual story, this poetry, and it's so pretty. Like seeing those lines made into action with the characters, it's really fucking pretty. There's also fair warning for anyone who's thinking about checking out the Heike story. There's a lot of suicide toward the end. Like a lot. That's gonna happen. But it's a good show.
Yeah, seppuku.
It's pretty sad. Pretty real sad. One bit in particular, I was like, man, I wish I had known that was gonna happen. Maybe I'd skip this part of it. It's pretty fucking... I'll tell you about it later if you want to know, man. But
I want to watch it. So,
okay,
yeah.
well, you watch it. I won't tell you what happens, but there's a couple bits in particular that I'm like, man, that's fucking sad. I'm sad I saw it. All right, next bit. Like, and you know I love sad shit.
Yeah.
But this one, I was just like, man, that's fucked up.
Why you do me like that?
Why you do me like that? You know, another one that I slammed through was Fan of Pirate Princess, which... really fun show, really pretty, great sound, great everything about it's just really well done. I really enjoy that show. The only thing I told you that kind of bummed me out about it was it moves very quickly, which is a blessing and a curse because I love that it's only 12 episodes long and we can just slam on through it and there's the story. I hate that there are so many moments where it seems like they were going to set something up and then they can't. They just move on to something else. Like there's a bit where like they get these coordinates. Right? They have the coordinates and they know that this is going to lead them to a place they need to go. But what they don't have is any direction. It's just the numbers. There's no west or east or north or south on them. So they're like, well, that means that this could be in like 4 different places. Oh, well, what do we do? That we will have to traverse the entire globe to find which one is the right set of coordinates. And then pirates show up and they're like, oh, where are we taking those coordinates? Doesn't matter. None of that matters. Doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter. And then, like, there's a bit later on, like, that part just doesn't matter anymore. And then there's a part where something happens to the pirates. Now, the pirates don't matter anymore. And then there's another part where, like, there's a big mystery. I don't know how we're going to figure this out. And, like, homegirl remembers a song that she used to sing. And that the lyrics, they actually, like, they literally... I don't know if anyone out there has ever seen the movie Black Dynamite, but there's a bit where they're, like, sitting in the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and they figure out... like the mystery that's going on. They're like, what? You know what it is? Anaconda malt liquor gives you a little dick. It's like a whole fucking thing where like they put all this different shit together that makes no sense. They're like, yes, and Aries was the sign of the what? The ram. That's right. So if we take ram, spell it backwards, that's March. And like really stupid shit. They do that in this fucking show. They literally do that where like they go within 2 minutes from having nothing to knowing exactly what the answer is because she remembered some song lyrics. And then it's like literally like you're watching the math float in front of their faces and shit. It's real goofy, kind of weird, like the way they just slam through some of that stuff. My favorite thing about it though is the show's just legitimately funny and how much of the humor comes from the animation. In that respect, it reminds me a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Where like if you're watching that one and like Aang does the like spinny thing, he does that goofy face like, haha, check this out, like one of those. They do that shit like that where like they just do a funny face or like the way they're moving is part of the humor. It's really fucking funny. But my God, it got so confusing and convoluted at the end. They find Noah's Ark and also something about fucking Joan of Arc. A lot of arcs.
Yeah, a lot of arcs in there.
I think they actually do at one point see the Ark of the Covenant. I'm like, hey, what is this? We have to find El Dorado. No, it's not El Dorado, it's Eden. What the fuck are you talking about? Show's silly. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, that's what I've been watching, and I did watch all of it. You know what? I honestly like that show a lot. Here's a spoiler. Phoenix Pirate Princess is not on my top 5. It is a good show, though. I think it's worth watching if you got, 4.5 hours to slam through these episodes.
Stone Ocean is out now, too, the new JoJo.
Yeah, I've never watched a JoJo. I was looking at those with Haley, and I was like, Haley, do we need to watch JoJo?
Yeah, this is the Lady JoJo.
Yeah. I was like, do we
Jolene.
I did see a clip where Homegirl was like, she actually yells Jolene, Jolene as she spins into a room and then slaps the shit out of her. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I gotta watch this shit.
This one, like, the stands are all based around, like, iconic rock bands or rock songs. But the English localization of it had to be changed a whole lot because of copyright.
Well, that's how they were before. Like, they were based on tarot, and then they ran out of tarot, so they started doing bands and rock songs.
Yeah, but like
so this one is like really.
So like the dub is like, one of them is the Foo Fighter, or Foo Fighters, and they
changed it
FF.
to FF.
Yeah.
Okay. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Follow Back Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
Clayton was telling me all of the different changes they made, but
yeah,
it all still makes sense. You know what it is.
Do I need to watch JoJo? People love JoJo.
I mean, I think it's fun. I need to watch more. I've only seen the first 2 seasons and then part of Golden Wind.
See, that's the thing is people are like, oh, you start with Stardust Crusaders and then watch the first season. I'm like, what?
You could just watch the first season, then second season,
and the original OVA from back in the day.
Yeah,
back in the 90s, bro, from 97. What?
Yeah, you don't have to watch that. You just watch the new updated ones. But I mean, a lot of people are like, if you can make it through the first season, then you'll be able to watch the rest. The first season, I think it's pretty good. It's short enough to like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then you start getting into the longer arcs with second, third, fourth, fifth. But yeah, man, I need to. It's just another one of those things where I'm so far behind on so many episodes. Like,
yeah, it's like I don't.
How am I gonna be able to watch anything else but this?
How will a boy watch anime?
Yeah. How will I ever watch anime?
Like, dude definitely gets his arm cut off and beat a pirate princess, and me and Haley were both just like, how will a boy to you? Just immediately. God, we're all just terrible. Excuse me. So I'm getting a message. Roger, we have some anime news. All right, so wouldn't you fucking know it?
Yeah,
not even 2 full weeks after we talked about it, Netflix Cowboy Bebop has been canceled. Honestly, I'm bummed out. I want to see where they were going with it. I want to see more of where they were going with it. But you know what? The market has spoken. More so the fucking weebs who absolutely just review bombed it. And then everybody who just didn't watch it after that first week.
They watched part of the first episode and then dropped off. Didn't give it a full chance. Which is fine.
Fine.
I'm not gonna, tell you that it was a really, really, really great show, but
yeah, no,
I mean, I still think that it was worth watching.
No, I mean it's not as good as it could have been, but also it could never be good. Let's be honest. So
our good buddy Josh posted the story up on our Discord after I'd already shared it with you. But
yeah, we had talked about it.
I said, yeah, it truly was destiny. Hell hath no fury like weeb swarming an anime live action adaptation.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think
and Netflix has more planned.
What did I send to you?
They got Yu Yu Hakusho coming down the pipeline.
They showed the cast for the One Piece thing.
Yeah, they got One Piece. What do you think is gonna fucking happen, Netflix?
It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
but you'll have fun doing it.
You did an actual okay job on one of them.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe they'll do better. Maybe it'll be a show that's like beloved, but not so beloved that people will shit on. Less people have seen Yu Yu Hakusho, I'll say.
Yeah,
for sure. So that might be one that they can get away with. I don't know.
I don't know. I would say less younger people have.
Yeah,
but
it's still a huge show.
I would say that
they better get Smile Bomb. I know that.
I would say that it's probably still pretty close between how many people. Cowboy Bebop definitely probably had more viewers, but so many of those people meld together right there because they were kind of the same era of show when they aired on U.S. television.
They were right there with Tenchi Muyo.
Mm-hmm. So I think you're gonna have a whole lot of those nostalgia nerds, breathing fire
for sure. I mean, it's gonna happen.
And I have a whole lot less faith in Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece than I did in Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And you saw the CG for Cowboy Bebop. How the hell are they gonna make Luffy's arm be stretchy and shit? How's he gonna give him that gum fist?
That's gonna suck. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Man.
What do you?
I know
What
you-
do they think is
see,
going to fucking happen?
You gave me shit because I told you I fell off of Yu Yu Hakusho right at the best part during the tournament.
Amazing, dude. Amazing tournament.
I know.
Maybe the
I just
best
wasn't
tournament
feeling-
in all of anime.
I just
history.
wasn't feeling it at that time. Maybe I need to rewatch it.
Maybe you do, dude.
Maybe I do, dude.
You, dude.
Dude. Yeah.
But yeah, it gone. It ain't coming back.
I think
Congratulations to all the people that wanted that.
my favorite was
I'm sorry to all the folks that wanted to finish what was going to happen.
I think the best response I have for it was that thing I sent you, which was just the ending from that Faye episode. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
There it goes. And it's gone.
Yep.
That was all she wrote, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, sucks to suck.
It gone.
We'll get him next time. You'll be fine, John Cho. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think, most of the cast will, land on
Oh
their
yeah,
feet.
no, they're gonna be great.
I think, and I actually don't think a lot of people are shitting so much on the cast, which you absolutely should not.
No, the cast was decent.
Yeah.
Except for Vicious. Vicious bummed me out.
Yeah. But
Vicious
even
with
as
his fucking Muppet face, just like
even as an actor, he was good though. I liked him.
I don't know.
liked the
I don't
guy.
know about that casting. I think it could have been done better.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That guy did what he could, man.
he still. I mean, he did what he could with what he had. So I can't fault him there.
Yeah.
I will say, I do think my favorite line I told you before is when him and Spike are watching Julia sing, and Spike leans forward and he says, "Some song," and Vicious, the subtitles say "some woman," but he does not say one woman. He goes, "Some mama." He just leans forward. Some mama.
And what is going to happen with our girl Woodcock?
Fucking Woodcock.
I was ready for more lines from her.
I don't you fucking dare quote that fucking lady. I think I'm good on Woodcock. Thank you. Don't you dare. Oh, he's licking his lips. Nope. I'm watching your ass. You son of a...
Brandon.
No!
Alrighty,
Jesus.
man. Do we got anything else to talk about? Or are we ready to get on out of here?
My fucking girlfriend listened to that episode on the way to my house one day, and she comes in and she calls me a tall glass of chalky milk, and I was like, fuck you.
Tall glass of the chalk.
I'd rather, at least I'm
That's
not...
what I was like, what is Kenny Omega and Woodcock have in common?
They love the
both
chalk.
love the chalk.
Listen, the only thing I can say is at least I'm chocolate milk and not a fucking yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Hey man, I like Yoo-Hoo.
I know you do, you filthy, filthy boy.
I like Choco Loco.
Jesus.
I liked chocolate soldiers when I was a kid.
You fucking would.
I love me some chocolate soft drinks, but not anymore. I don't drink soft drinks, so
Yeah. Better just get plain water.
I haven't had a soda in fucking months.
I'll have a soda every now and then if I'm going to like a Whataburger or something, but mostly.
What a burger.
Waterburger.
Waterburger.
Fucking
Texas,
time to
Texas.
talk about shit about my girlfriend again. She can't say Whataburger. She says Waterburger.
Waterburger, okay.
And I never considered myself, sorry baby, I love you. I never considered myself, an adventurous eater. But then I started dating this girl who gets her burgers plain and dry with cheese, and I'm like, not know nothing else on it. Not know nothing else on it.
Nothing.
And she at least gets it on toast, so it's good and melty. That's just a fancy grilled cheese you're eating.
Yeah. That's a patty melt.
Yeah, love you, baby. Please don't hate me.
The old Waterburger.
The old Waterburger.
And I come from the fucking sticks. And even I say what a burger.
What a burger! When I was a child, I said Waterburger. I said Waterburger a lot.
I probably did too. I said a lot of things wrong when I was a kid. I said
I
a lot of
remember-
things wrong as an adult.
I remember
Still learning here.
knowing the word Waterburger and going to the Waterburger before I knew that it was before I could read. And I really remember asking my dad, "Why is it called Waterburger? Like, is the burger made of water?" I remember asking my
Did
father
your
that as a small
parents say
child,
Waterburger?
and then my dad just like looked at me like, "It's my fucking son, all right."
Did your dad say Waterburger or?
I mean, he wouldn't pronounce like that, but that's what I heard.
Yeah,
of course, I was
sure.
a child. I was a little baby boy with a big square head. I'll show you the pictures. I had a big square head,
Big old square.
big old fat square head. Look at that motherfucker from 2.0 with his big square head. Oh fuck, man! We gotta wrap this up. Hook's fighting.
Yeah. Oh shit, yeah, dude. I gotta get my number in there because I want this to smash records, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I need to see Hook fight.
Yeah, dude. All right, well, let's get on out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening. If you have any opinions on Hook's AEW debut,
yeah, if you guys are curious,
let us know. If you want to tell us about any anime you've been checking out, anything you've been watching, I don't think we said it during the actual tier list bit, but if you want, or during the top 5, but if you want to share your top 5s with us, OPs and endings, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah.
Always glad to get more opinions. There's a number of ways to do that. They're all in the descriptions of wherever you're watching this. If you're on YouTube, comment, tell us about it. We
don't even have to tell them about it, dude. It's in the description.
I know, but the main ones, the main ones are the main ones are the YouTube and the Discord. Everything else, we got the Facebook and the Twitter and everything else. Check us out. We love hearing from you. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're listening to the podcast, go ahead and give us those 5 stars and a comment. Tell your friends. We'd love to get more people listening. It's always more fun when we got more of you. Leave us some questions. We love getting questions and talking about them, answering them on the rambles. It's always a good time. And if you're on the YouTube, like, subscribe, click that bell so we can send you notifications. Thank you so much. We want to give a shout out to our musicians. Thank you, Married with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes. Thank you for the opening theme on our show, Paperdoll. They're on Spotify, even though they no longer exist. But that track is only on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. Really great stuff. Check it out. It's a good old time. Calm down, my guy. Jesus. We also want to give a shout out to our boy Haas, aka Thomastastesbetter.
Thanks, Haas. Hook's fighting.
Calm down. I'm doing the plugs, though you're making it take longer. Thank you, Haas, aka Thomastastesbetter on Instagram, aka DUNGEONWITCH on YouTube. Thank you so much, Haas, for our closing theme on the review portion of the show, quote unquote review portion of the show. That's called The Buddy's Good. One more time, thank you, Haas. That's Thomastastesbetter, all one word on Instagram, and DUNGEONWITCH on YouTube. And finally, a shout out to our good buddy, Petty Theft. There he is. That is how it's pronounced. Two P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty Theft. For our closing theme on the podcast and on the ramble, that is called. We are still calling it Sweet Anime Dreams. Thank you again, Petty Theft, for our closing theme song. You can find Petty Theft at Petty Theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud. One more time, at Petty Theft. And that about does it. Roger, do you have one to take us out on it? Is it just you saying hook, hook, hook?
I got 2.
Okay, well, I got 1, so let's all just do them at once. Fuck it. From all of us here at the Good Buddies Anime Universe, I am your good buddy Brandon.
I am your good buddy Roger. Don't say goodbye.
Don't say goodbye.
Hook, 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 hook.
Rufio. Stupid asshole.